Welcome back, everybody. So this week we're going to be showing you guys our trip to Borrego Springs, California. Someplace we'd never been, and definitely warm out there. It's wintertime, but it's pretty warm out in the deserts out here in California even this time of year. So we had a really good time. We took two of our little grandkids, which is really special. And one of the main reasons why we went to Borrego Springs, it wasn't very far, so we thought it'd be a great first trip for them.
It was our Christmas adventure gift to our grandbabies, and we made it all things dinosaurs. And can't wait to share with you all about the dinosaurs that you can find out in Borrego Springs. They're life-size, they're huge, they're permanent. You could drive right up to them, and not only is it great for adults, but the kids are just amazed with how these things got in the desert. So here is what we did for this adventure with our grandkids. First, of course, we had to meet all Mom's rules. Mom had rules of how far we could travel with them, what type of conditions were going to be there, and what we were actually going to do with those children. So we had to really just look for a place here locally that we could take and really make it a wild adventure because our grandkids are young. One is 2 and one is 3. So we just really had to look to entertain younger toddler type children on this adventure.
So no skydiving.
No skydiving, no surfing, none of the big wild adventures we like to take.
Once we got there, we decided to stay at the Springs at RV Springs Resort. Is that right?
No, the Springs at Borrego Springs.
The Springs at Borrego Springs Resort. I knew it was something like that. Really nice RV resort, though. Had a lot of snowbirds there, a lot of activity. It had a golf course. And the sites were really roomy, well manicured, well maintained. A very, very clean park. Matter of fact, on a side note, I heard one of the people who was staying at the park talking to someone about how they've reserved their spots for 4 years in a row and 4 years in advance. So that, of course, is for long-term snowbirding, that sort of thing. We had no problem getting reservations, although we always recommend that you call way early if you're going to be heading out to these popular winter weather destinations. As a matter of fact, we got there early on check-in day, too early to check in because the people that were in the site we were going to use were still there. Yeah. So we had to wait, and they were very nice. So they had us kind of just park in this overflow area, and we got to hang out for a while and go do some things, unhook the tow vehicle and explore a few little things while our site got ready.
Yeah, and talk about get ready. Cleanliness of this park, I know he mentioned it already, but the cleanliness of this park was really top-notch, 5-star cleanliness in a sense of manicured areas, just the restrooms, the facilities, the laundry room, everything we checked out and used was truly class act at the Springs.
But you're probably asking, okay, so you guys are at this resort in Borrego Springs. Why did we go to Borrego Springs?
Well, I already highlighted a few of the things, but the reason really why is because I was creating a dinosaur adventure for our grandkids, and that's what we went for. We went to hunt dinosaurs, and we found dinosaurs.
Did we?
Oh boy.
Yeah,
we did. They almost attacked us. We drove our car under them. Yeah. There's just so much to do within the flatlands and of Borrego Springs. So we set out to find these dinosaurs with our grandkids in the back of our Chevy Colorado tow vehicle, and we had a map. You can find a map online, and it's basically one long road up north. I want to call it north. I guess it would be north.
Oh, you got me.
North and south. Let's say north and south, but when you get there, you'll see what I'm talking about. There's not a lot of roads, so if you go north or up the road there, you'll see a ton of them in a sense of wild horses, Indian heads, crosses, lots of different sculptures there. And then you go directly south the other direction through the town, down, and that's where you're going to find the eagle's nest, wild boars, T-Rex and
Raptors.
raptors
Yeah.
and all those type of, so it's all through the town. Over 130 sculptures you can actually be mapped and found. We didn't go all 130, but we did quite a few of them.
And you actually had a map.
Yes,
didn't you?
that's what I said.
Oh.
There is a map you can Google and
Where do you get it from?
download. I just Googled Borrego Springs, Galleta Meadows, and I'll put that in the comments in the description below. But Galleta Meadows is what the sculptures and area is called. So you could find it there, a map to all these locations that we're talking about.
One of the big ideas that Jen had that we were going to do while we were there for the kids was bury some toy dinosaur eggs for them that have these. When you find them, basically what you can do is you can
chisel them out.
Chisel them out, and there's little baby toy dinosaurs in there. So what we did was we went out early one morning and I buried a few and out by the campsite just over by the golf course. And then we told the kids that we were going to go dinosaur egg hunting, and we were going to search for dinosaur eggs. And it went really, really well, I thought.
Yeah, we gave them each shovels and little tools to actually do the actual egg, breaking open of the egg and getting the little things. I found all that stuff online again, that wonderful store called Amazon.
Yeah.
So I'll link it down below again in the description, but everything that I created came off of Amazon. I made it a complete dinosaur adventure. We left like dino tracks to where the eggs were buried. They took their little shovels and dug them out. It was just a real dinosaur adventure egg hunt. And it just kind of tied into seeing the big metal sculptures. And it just a lot of fun for the kids.
Yeah, they got super excited when they found actually an egg, and then they were ready to start getting it open. We got so excited, and you'll see from our video, because most of it, that part of it, the video is not great because we were using our phones because the kids had all of our hands busy, and we started videoing up and down because we could barely keep up with them. But I think you'll get a kick out of it anyway.
Yeah.
Because the kids were just
true
so
excitement,
excited.
true excitement in their faces, and just creating memories and making those memories with them, and traveling and giving them the love of traveling so early is just what a blessing it was for their Christmas adventure. Another one of the little adventures I planned for the kids, I gave them both headlights, and we were going out looking for stars, because Borrego Springs is known for the dark sky community. It's one of a kind in our area that I know of. And it's what they call a dark sky community. And the Springs, the resort that we stayed at, has a specific spot for dark sky classes and different types of lessons. In the past, they have classes so you can use their telescopes and use all their scientific equipment to look at the stars in the Milky Way. But Borrego Springs is known as a dark sky community. So we had to let our babies explore that with their headlights, and that was the time of their life. They really liked those headlights, and they were dinosaurs too on their heads.
Yeah, we took them out there, and then they turned them off, and then we just laid there and looked up and did some stargazing. It was really, really fun. We had no idea what we were looking for and no idea what we saw, but the kids had a blast, and really, really got into it, and so did we. Till the golf course, turned the sprinklers on.
Yeah, they did.
We had to take off running.
A perfect plan, and all the sprinklers came on, and I wanted the kids out of the
Apparently,
water.
we're not the only ones that can lay out on the grass at night.
So I guess it was perfectly timed. They know to keep people off. They turned no, just kidding. But it did come on, and we had to skedaddle out of there pretty quickly.
So we've been RVing for most of our adult lives, and our kids who are now, 30, 28, and 23. And I knew that. 23. Grew up in RVs, ranging from really nice to really ugly to really old to fairly new to all kinds. And we had a great time when they grew up and spending time out on the road. But this was really different for us because we got to spend time with grandkids. And, our kids have been grown for a little while. They've been gone for a little while. And we're kind of used to this two-man show right here. So they really put it to us. And it was a lot of work. A lot of prep, a lot of planning, but we had a fantastic time, and I think they did too. And if you're looking for a place in the winter time to go and get some really, really nice weather, this is, I think, would be an ideal location for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely something to think about. The metal sculptures are interesting. They're neat. Once you see them, you saw them. But I think the weather and just the general location, right in between close to Palm Springs on the way out to Arizona, it's probably pretty ideal.
Oh, for sure. And the other thing too is there's lots of BLM land. We're talking about RV resorts that cost money and different things, but you can boondock in the BLM land. There was tons of people doing it. You can ride your bikes and e-bikes and off-roading bikes and vehicles, and just a lot to do and see. And we only could do a limited amount because we did have little ones, but I know there was so much more. I mean, we just need to go back, just the two of us, because we didn't get to explore all the hiking the way I wanted to, just because of the little ones. But there's a lot to do in Borrego Springs. Well worth the visit.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and really got something out of it. And if you did, we'd love it if you would give us a like. Maybe hit that subscribe button and, of course, the notification bell so you can find out when our next videos are. We're definitely hoping to do something very steady as we move on into the future and start making our way across the country here real soon. So we're looking forward to seeing you guys back.
We're going to be headed out tomorrow for some more adventures. So just remember to keep an eye out, because you know what? You don't want to miss a good time.